Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to this weekly reading, week ahead reading, whatever it is that your time frame you're coming to this reading for. Just know that it's set to be like a 7-day, a weekly reading. So you can show up whenever you want to show up, and this reading might apply. This is a targeted, specific reading for the outcome of a specific situation. So, Taurus, tune in as I'm shuffling to something on your mind that you're looking for the outcome for. Let's ask first, what is the outcome of the situation on Taurus mind? The moon. You don't really know. We don't really know. The outcome right now is still under construction. It's still a mystery to people. Whoever's involved in the situation with you, if any people are involved at all, it's still a mystery. There are still things that are yet to be revealed. It is secretive. There are things that people aren't really talking about out in the open. Anything that happens under the moon happens at night and in the dark. And when we're in the dark, so to speak, we don't know everything yet. We don't have all the facts. We don't have all the outcomes. We don't have all the details. So right now, the outcome of the situation on your mind is, I'm going to say, to be determined. So when will the situation resolve itself? If the outcome is still to be determined, when will the situation resolve itself? Three of Cups, abundance. The situation will resolve itself when there is a sense of joy, celebration, abundance. Summertime is a really beautiful time here in the States. I know we're in the season of summer. The United States celebrations, 4th of July, any kind of summer barbecues, potlucks, company picnics. I mean, any event that we're getting together and we're celebrating. That feels like this could be when the situation would resolve itself. Right now, we're still under construction, but there's going to be some event where people are gathered together, happy hour after work one night, for God's sakes, a summer barbecue, a breakfast, a brunch, something where people are celebrating just being together. That's when the situation could resolve itself. How can Taurus support the most positive outcome? How can Taurus support the most positive outcome? This is 8 of Cups. And it is about walking away from things that no longer serve you. The label here says renounce. It's when you decide that emotionally, this doesn't serve me anymore. This situation, this people, places, and things, it doesn't serve me. I'm going to walk away from things that no longer serve me. You can support the most positive outcome by walking away from what no longer serves you, renouncing what you no longer need in your life. How can Taurus trust that this is unfolding for their best? How can Taurus trust that this is unfolding for their best? 9 of Cups. Because you will be happy. This is happening for your best because you will be happy. So right now, we have some cloak and dagger going on. There's Not everything is being revealed to everybody, but ultimately you'll know and you can trust everything is unfolding for the best because you're going to be happy about it. 9 of Cups. Let's bring over the Ocean Tarot cards. Clarify. For the sign of Taurus, let's clarify. Let's clarify the moon. For the sign of Taurus, why is the moon here as the outcome of the situation on their mind? Why is the moon here? The Tower, the Magician, and the Page of Wands, Page of Coral. Everything is under the moon. Everything is under construction to be determined. But the outcome, after something shocking and revelatory happens, it's when you take charge and you realize that you have a beautiful power to manifest this master manifesting ability that you have, Taurus, your destiny. After you have taken some time to look into what does drive you and your passions, that whole mysterious moon energy, you're going to be able to kind of sort through that after you've taken some time to kind of deal with the shock and the revelations that somebody has to share with you. This situation that you're dealing with, it does involve a lot of like secretive behavior. And so somebody is going to shockingly share their truth. You're going to handle that like a boss, like the magician that you are. You're going to take that information and you're going to help that to make you better and stronger and stand more true to who you are. You're going to explore these options, this Page of Coral, Page of Wands. You're going to be more exploratory about your passions and your interests. Why is the 3 of Cups here? As far as when the situation will resolve itself, I was suggesting that it could be something like a barbecue, a family picnic, some sort of get together. Why is the 3 of Cups here as far as when the situation will resolve itself? The Devil, the Knight of Pearls, and the 10 of Coral. First of all, doesn't this look like Jason Momoa? The Knight of Pearls. I mean, absolutely amazing. Anyway, Knight of Pearls and the 10 of Coral. That's a 10 of Wands. You're going to know that the situation has resolved itself when the end of a burdensome cycle has culminated. You know, Taurus, you're someone that I think is very generous of spirit and physical nature, and you're going to give the shirt off your back. That is going to become burdensome to you. That nature of yours, especially with certain people who don't seem to ever reciprocate, or they just take it for granted. That cycle of you being the person that everybody just puts their burdens on, that's going to come to an end. As the Knight of Pearls, the Knight of Cups, you do have this beautiful, loving nature, this ability to be romantic, hopelessly romantic to some degree. But because the Devil is here, we're looking at when something will resolve itself. It's when we start to reach the point that there's excessiveness, there's addictions, there's toxicities. We know that this situation is bound to resolve because we have reached the point of like no return. And you're too much of a lover to be like involved in that kind of mess. So you go to a family function, you start to see the dysfunction, you start to see the toxicity, and you realize that, boy, you're better off outside of that. Maybe that's the outcome of the situation, but this is the timing. You're going to start to see excessiveness, toxicity, addictions, and you're not going to want to have anything to do with that. Let's clarify 8 of Cups. How can Taurus support the most positive outcome? And it's by walking away from what no longer serves you. Very interesting. Why is the 8 of Cups here for Taurus? 9 of Coral, Death, and the 3 of Pearls. 3 of Cups again. You, Taurus, you can support the most positive outcome, walking away from what no longer serves you, because something about this situation that you're dealing with, it's reached a culmination. There's been a death. I'm sorry if that was an actual physical death, but there's been a transformation. There's been a complete revolution of the way physically or mentally or spiritually or emotionally something has gone down. You have these wounds, but you're a warrior. And you know how to join with others to bring out the best, to celebrate, to remember the good, to remember what was, what that person represented. God, I'm getting emotional. It feels like, man, you've had to say goodbye to someone. I'm really sorry. Goodness. Taurus, it feels like there has been an ending, that there's been a life-changing ending. You've had to walk away whether you wanted to or not. But I think that you are someone that likes to bring groups together, to hug it out, to cheers, to remember the good times. Man, I am sorry. How can Taurus trust that this is unfolding for their best? You know, you've got happiness here. You're going to know that the situation is unfolding for the best because there's happiness for you. Knight of Treasure. The Empress, that's your energy. And the 7 of Spears. You can trust that everything is unfolding for your best because your energy shines like a diamond. This is you're ruled by the planet Venus. You're all about aesthetics and beautification and making things better when you leave than when you found something. You always shine the diamond up so sparkly and so beautifully. The Knight of Treasure is the Knight of Pentacles. It takes you a while to kind of warm up to situations. And this 7 of Spears is a little bit of a tricky scenario because you could have a little self-sabotage as you try to be the best person possible for whatever your situation is that you're dealing with. You definitely step in and you try to be this empress, this beautification, this prosperity and culmination and abundance and truth and love. But you have an element of self-sabotage mentally. You get in your own way. You sabotage yourself by that stinking thinking of, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I can't do this. You still, as a full-grown adult, get in your own way sometimes of your own beauty and your own prosperity and abundance that you bring to the world and to the cycles. And so you are going to be happy with the final outcome. You can trust that everything is unfolding for your best as long as you stay out of your own way. I have Trust Your Vibes Oracle. Let's bring these over for the sign of Taurus. Instant feedback. Card number 9. In numerology, the number 9 stands for completion, conclusions, compassion. Instant feedback. Whatever it is that you are chewing on or thinking about or dealing with in your life, you're going to receive instant feedback. There's not going to be a lot of time for hemming and hawing and wondering and thinking. There's going to be answers. There's going to be culmination. You remember we had the moon there at the beginning? There were secrets. There was mystery. There was to be determined. But that situation is going to resolve itself, and it's for your highest and best good. And you're going to receive instant feedback about how people thought you participated or didn't participate or whatever. Whether it's good or bad, receive it and let it make you the best Taurus that you can be. This is your reading, Taurus. Please remember that I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and your likes and your follows, subscribes and shares, your comments, any interaction with the channel is very appreciated. Thank you very much. Be blessed. Be well.